Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. That's what Manchester United have caused Man United fans these last 7 weeks, right? By taking long to complete this deal with for Bryan Mbeumo, guys. 7 long weeks, but we are finally here. We have gotten the here we go from Fabrizio Romano. As you guys can tell, this stream is going to be another analysis stream, like the same as what we did last night for the Hugo Ekitike video, man. I'm happy we've sorted this player out, bro. I'm happy that we have got Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo in those attacking mid spots for Manchester United, because these were the two guys that I said that Man United needed to get in the summer, fam, and it's happened. My dream is slowly coming true. There's only one more thing missing this, and that is the adequate striker. That adequate striker is actually going to be joining Arsenal, but we need to get this final striker sorted out and correct, because we can be absolutely deadly next season, right? Shout out to the chat. Thank you for the people that have, of course, tuned in. It actually means the world to me, guys. It is a jam-packed show once again. You know, it's a track back late night stream, guys. Late night stream. There is going to be news on Benjamin Sesko. Of course, I'm going to be going through the Bryan Mbeumo analysis to how he fits into the Manchester United team, to of course how he affects that Ruben Amorim system. Well, we are going to be looking also at a video from man like James Olcott too, and of course football news all across social media and social media use as well, pertaining to pop culture, because it's a Friday night stream. It's two sessions. But anyway, guys, just before I do get started, I need to make sure that the sound is correct. Okay, cool. Okay, the sound is brilliant, guys. So let's get it started with the bomber that was dropped by Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein. And this is a tweet that's come from Fabrizio Romano. It says, Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United. Here we go. Green light from Brentford, and club-to-club agreement reached over £70 million package. So that's £65 million fixed fee, and then it's £5 million of add-ons. The Athletic FC report saw David Ornstein contract agreed weeks ago with Mbeumo, as he only wanted Manchester United move after Cunha and Mbeumo next, and then we are going to be going for a striker too, right? And for the people that are uninitiated with Bryan Mbeumo, here is his page on the website Transfer Market. Shout out to Transfer Market for always providing the goods. So as you can see, right, Bryan Mbeumo, born August 7th, 1999, 25 years old, from Avignon, France, but his citizenship is Cameroonian. He does represent Cameroon. He can play right wing, central attacking wing, or even a second striker. Was playing for Brentford, right? And he's like, these are his stats for last season, that the 24-25 season, and it's mad. It's absolutely mad. So basically, last season, right, Bryan Mbeumo in all competitions, played 42 games and scored 20 goals in all competitions, and has 9 assists. So that's 29 goal involvements in 42 games, bruh. Mad. Absolutely crazy. I think he's like their 5th scoring high. No, he's the 5th highest goal scorer in the Premier League. He's behind that Chris Wood, Isak, and Mo Salah. So I think he's at 4th or 5th, man. So Manchester United right now are signing an absolute goal getter. Bryan Mbeumo, for me, like, once again, it's the attributes that he has, right, to actually play well in that right attacking mid spot, because he's got the speed, he's got the strength, he's got the shooting, and he takes set pieces as well. That's one thing we were missing from last season, because with the Rashford, like, it was mainly Rashford and Bruno Fernandes taking set pieces for Manchester United. Sometimes Christian Eriksen will come off the bench to take set pieces, right? But Bryan Mbeumo can take corners, can take free kick, he's really good on penalties. So we have also got that avenue as well, right? And here is his heat map throughout the entirety of last season. Shout out to Opta Analysis once again, providing the goods, providing these stats. So that's his heat map right there, guys. He liked to hug the touchdown a little bit, right? And this is one of the things I was thinking about throughout the summer. If a Bryan Mbeumo does come to Manchester United, right, He primarily played like as a right winger for Brentford. Sometimes he played up front with a Johan Wilson. They had a really good um, relationship, right? For me, what I'd want is because on the right side, like the spare man would be the right wing back, and Brandon Bembo sometimes, again, as I said earlier, he likes hugging the touchline, right? If he stays out on the far right and lets Ahmad basically do an in lap, not an overlap, and Ahmad can take some of that space up while it frees Brandon Bembo to actually cut in and actually do damage while the left wing back is no while the left back is prioritized with Amad Diallo. That gives him so much space, and the amount of clips that I've seen, guys, from Brandon Bembo like cutting in and shooting are mad. Are mad, bro. Right foot, left foot. There was one goal against Arsenal where he came in from the right and he pretended as if he was going to go shoot to the far post, but he shot to the near post. I think that was the game last season at the G-Tech Stadium. So he does that quite a bit, and he likes to defend as well. He likes to actually track back and defend, and that's what we want from our attackers. Because when you had like Marcus Rashford not even bothering, even like trying to run back and defend, that's a major issue, especially when you're playing against like a team like Liverpool, like Arsenal, where all the players, right, even like the attackers, they even coming back and defending. Listen, we could be outnumbered, right? So for me, like I like that from Brandon Mbeumo. What's going on, Ahmed, bro? What is going on, lad? Man says Mbeumo new player, Man United destroys or a superstar. Listen, it's a good question you said that, because with Man United, right, like I said, like the majority of players that flop in Manchester United for me is not they've not got the mental strength. They haven't got the mental strength to be like a class player. I think that the Manchester United jersey weighs too hard for them. I genuinely do. I think that they fought underneath the pressure, bro. That's what I genuinely hope, and I hope that Brandon Bremo has got the mentality. It looks like he does have a good head on his shoulders. He seems like a very calm guy. You never see him out doing all these kind of crazy superstar things where he's got a haircut every freaking weekend. The guy's a bold guy, bro. Bold man usually get down to business, dude. So hopefully Brandon Bremo has got a strong mentality to play for Manchester United. That is a really good question, by the way, Ahmed. Brilliant question, bro. But we'll see, man. And again, like as what Cam said in one of his videos, Bremo needs to hit the ground running for Man United, bro. He needs to continue this form that he had last season. Even if he can just replicate 75% of what he did at Brentford at Manchester United, that's still a massive upgrade compared to Garnacho, bro. I'm gonna lie, dude. It's a massive upgrade compared to Alejandro Garnacho, because with Mbeumo, like his finishing is more refined than Garnacho. He scores a whole range of goals, guys. Near post goals, volleys, roof of the net, freaking goals, signing goals. Like he's the better player than Garnacho, 100%, 100%, right? And of course, here is the comparison from Squawka. So I have compared him against other players that play in the same same position as him, but of course for different teams. So I've compared him to Eberici Eze, Mohamed Kudus, his future teammate in Mateus Cunha, and Anton Semenyo, right? So as you can see, he's played the most games, as he's got the most shot accuracy out of those 5 players. The most shots on target, it is going to be Mateus Cunha. So both players like to shoot a lot, guys. These guys like to shoot a lot. So that's one thing I do like, but of course they've also got the creativity side of them where they can actually pick out their other teammates. Like from the clips that I've seen from Cunha and Mbeumo, like especially Cunha, like his passing is precise. There was one assist he did for Wolverhampton against Leicester where he like threaded the ball in for Strand Larsen. We would need that we would need that sort of passing, right, for a striker, in my opinion. And it depends on what sort of striker we bring in. Maybe it's going to be Benjamin Sesko. Maybe it's Ollie Watkins. We are leaning towards maybe those two guys. I've also said, right, we need to throw in one more name in the hat. I said that Man United, I think we might need to do a double dip on Brentford and bring in Johan Wissa as the striker, so it's more fluid. That's what I was telling my colleague today, right, that maybe if we bring in Johan Wissa because he's got a good relationship with Bryan MBEUMO, and plus there was also Kevin Schade on the left side from Brentford, and those three guys were absolutely brilliant last season, right? I'm pretty sure they all got plus 10 goals in the Premier League, all three of them. If we can bring him in, maybe we might be onto something. But he's 29 years old, and it just depends on how much Brentford won, and also as well. Ruben Amorim, I think it was an interview that came out about like 2 weeks ago where he said that he wants a striker that's tall and fast and also can hold up the ball. Of course, Wissa is not that tall. You get what I mean? He's at least like what 5'9", 5'10". Amorim looks like a striker that's at least like what 6'1", 6'2". So your Sesko kind of height, your Gyökeres kind of height. You get what I mean? Ekitike, Victor Osimhen. So those kind of strikers that we were linked with. Right. We continue with the comparison. So shots from set pieces. Eberechi Eze's got 16, right? Because Eberechi Eze is the main penalty taker for Crystal Palace. Penalties taken, and Mbeumo's got the most penalties taken, scored the most goals, got the most penalty goals from outside the box. He scored 18 goals from inside the box, guys. 18 goals, right? And the second guy that comes close to him is Matheus Cunha and Antoine Semenyo. So you can see, right, like what Manchester United are trying to do, bro. You can see why like we badly needed these guys. We badly needed these dudes, bro, because at the moment right now, when I'm comparing him, Mbeumo to the other central attacking midfielders / wingers, right? You can see that like it's basically Matheus Cunha and Mbeumo that are getting the numbers between all these guys, man. Goals from outside the box, Matheus Cunha with 5 conversion rate. Bryan MBEUMO's got the best conversion rate. The second best conversion rate is Matheus Cunha. Passes completed, that's Bryan MBEUMO with 807. Second place, once again, second place is Antoine Semenyo. Passing accuracy, that's Mohamed Kudus with the best passing accuracy. Long passes completed, that is going to be Matheus Cunha. Long pass accuracy, that is going for Mohamed Kudus. Take on overruns, that's Bryan MBEUMO, again making the runs in behind. Like, I'm excited, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've genuinely been so disappointed with Manchester United's business this summer transfer, and rightly so, right? But completing a player of this ilk, and just look at that, guys. Look at that, and yes. The stats, right, aren't the end all be all, because there does need to be an eye test, and Bryan MBEUMO on the eye test for me, he's actually really good, and I've been speaking about him for like what the last 2-3 years, saying that he's actually underrated. And whenever Ivan Toney got that, if you guys remember when Ivan Toney got that transfer ban, right, who was the guy that was scoring goals for Brentford? It was Wissa. It was Bryan MBEUMO, bro. It was Bryan MBEUMO and then Wissa. You get what I mean? So if you again, guys, just go back to when Ivan Toney got banned for of course that transfer bet, and just and look at the guy who was scoring goals, bro. So yeah, man. Take on success, that is going to be Antoine Semenyo with the most take-ons. Fouls won, it's Matheus Cunha with the most fouls won. Ground use is going to be Mohamed Kudus. Duels won, that's Antoine Semenyo. Interceptions, that is Matheus Cunha. Once again, like, we need our attackers to be pressing, right? And the more our attackers press, the highly likely we can win the ball in the opposition box, and those interceptions sometimes can also turn into goals, bro. Because I guarantee you that Matheus Cunha is not making these interceptions in our defense, is making them up top. You get what I mean? Right, yellow cards. Eze has the least yellow cards, while Bryan MBEUMO has 3, Cunha has 4. Anyway, let's move on, right, to the lineup builder. So this is the lineup builder that I had. So this is the Manchester United team currently so far. There's 2 positions that I have purposely left out. The first one is the goalkeeper, because we need a new goalkeeper. Manchester United were linked with Senna Lamens, the kid that plays for Royal Antwerp. I of course did speak to my guy Valentino. He watches the Belgian league. He's from Belgium. I've asked him about this player. He said that he has got potential to be a great goalkeeper, right? Because he got player of the season last year for Royal Antwerp. He was one of the few players to actually show up in that team. So he's saying it might be a little bit too early for him right now at Manchester United. Maybe Man United should buy him and then loan him out. These are the words from Valentino, by the way. These are the words from Valentino. So I actually trust his judgment here. He has got good football knowledge too. He actually called out Ten Hag when it started at Manchester United, saying this guy's an absolute floor piston. Like I don't know why Manchester United brought this manager in, dude. So shout out to my guy Valentino. So we do need a new goalkeeper. That bozo's of course freaking pulled his hamstring. Of course, Ronaldo's freaking pulled his hamstring, dude. Like we not even started the season. The guy is already injured. He's already injured, and then of course the striker, maybe Benjamin Sesko, is the striker that Manchester United might get. But it again, like with him, it's gonna be difficult because of the price range that RB Leipzig are looking for. RB Leipzig are looking for a lot of money. They are looking for at least 80 million pounds plus for Benjamin Sesko. Maybe we can come to agreement with RB Leipzig, maybe for a loan and then a buy. Maybe they'll do that because Ben Sesko is actually hell bent on leaving RB Leipzig this season. And there's also one more thing as well, guys. Like, so on the right side, I think like the right side for Manchester United. So our right, the right attacking winger, our right wing back, our right centre back. I like it, bro. I like it, fam, because if you guys, right, seen like Lenny Yoro last season, especially, Kamal Sulemana did cook him. Sulemana for Southampton absolutely cooked him, right? But the majority of last season, like, Euro was brilliant for us. Lenny Euro was absolutely fantastic for us. So that right centre back spot, he's absolutely got that down to a T. I think that's actually a spot. The right wing back spot is definitely high. I think Ahmad has to play there. I think Ahmad next season for us. I actually wrote it down. Ahmad Diallo next season for us, he's gonna be key for us for Man United because it's the wing backs in that system that are the free man. And what I said earlier about BRYAN MBEUMO is BRYAN MBEUMO likes to hug the touchline, so he likes to play way more wide, right? And what I think what Ahmad can do is basically take up that little spot right here because MBEUMO can be on the right side here. And let me get this up actually. Let me show you what I mean, guys. Tactical board. Let me bring up this tactical board, bro. The online tactical board. Hopefully it's got everything right. So let's say here we are, 3. That was the Cole Palmer situation. I actually need a proper tactical board, don't I? Right. So let's say 3 4 3. So let's say let's say white is Man United. The whites are Man United, guys. We'll say the whites are Manchester United, right? Put you there. Right, so the whites are Man United. So again, like the Amarin system, 3-4-3, right? With Ahmad, so Ahmad is the number 7. So what I'm saying with Ahmad is he makes the run inward while BRYAN MBEUMO, because BRYAN MBEUMO likes to stay here. You get what I mean? So he's going to take up that space. So by the time that Ahmad's made that run, he's bringing that number 3 with him. So MBEUMO can actually cut in and do a lot of damage here. And the majority of the goals that I've seen him score, once again, guys, is around here. That again, like that Arsenal goal where he actually cut in and shot to the near post. There was one, I think it was against Southampton, maybe it was, at the G-Tech, where he's basically killed in. There was a lot of kill goals that he scored from around that area. So that's why I'm saying for me, Amad Diallo is going to be key because he's going to be making underlap runs, not overlap runs at that right wing back spot. So we wait and see what Ruben Amorim does because Ahmad definitely has to play. But I was panicking, right, about Man United being a glass cannon because if Man United are a glass cannon, right, and we're so good going forward, but the midfield still worries me. It's just the midfield that worries me, because if we get so many guys up front like Dogu, Cunha, the Socail striker that's going to come in, BRYAN and MBEUMO, Ahmad, right? Like, that's going to leave a lot of space here. And Bruno Fernandes, for me, he's not a proper DM. Same thing with Casemiro. Casemiro, for me, like, he's lost his legs, but the quality is still there. Like, he's still got the good range of passing, but it's just for him to get to point A to point B real quick. And going forward, we can be absolutely brilliant, but defensively, it could be an issue for us. It could be for an issue for us. That's why I'm saying that, like, Manchester United have to be careful not to become a glass cannon. So yeah, man, let's move on to the breakdown section part of the video. So shout out to man like James Olcott, right, for making this video. And it says, the video states how MBEUMO unlocks Amorim's new tactics. Let's get it.
United isn't just a transfer. It's a huge tactical clue. I'm going to be explaining what the perfect Amorim system looks like, why MBEUMO is the perfect missing piece, and
literally that's the goal that I was speaking about. That's literally also the goal that I was speaking about.
Amorim system looks like, why MBEUMO is the perfect missing piece, and crucially, how will Man United set up with their new attack next season? Now, I totally understand there is a lot of ill feeling about the malaise at Man United, but let's focus on some of the positives. Specifically, I want to touch on that last game of the season against Aston Villa, with Man United registering 10 shots compared to Aston Villa's 1 in that first half. And that was before the Emi Martinez red card. Crucial to say that. And so have a look at this, because the passing network from this game, I think it shows us something really, really important that Amorim is working towards. And that is the relationship players have with each other in wide spaces, crucially. And why a front five is one of the key ways in how his setup could be, certainly in his mind, because I don't want to say it is going to be successful. It's not been successful, but if it is to be successful, I think Amorim wants dominance and ball movement in these two areas of the pitch. Meanwhile, a clear instruction.
And also, people forget that Lenny Yoro on the ball is actually pretty decent, because he actually likes to maraud a little bit forward, especially like in the spaces there that teams like to leave open. I think he did that against Lyon, and he did it against Athletic Bilbao in Europa League 2.
Instruction for the right centre-back was to funnel the ball that side to allow Mazraoui and Ahmad to form overloads on that side of the pitch. Bruno and Casemiro facilitating the ball in the middle and becoming involved when necessary. And here's an example of Lindelof doing exactly that. He takes a touch and then instantly is looking to play it forward with tempo. That's such a key word. The tempo of the passes is going to play a huge factor in all of this. And in this instance, there is some success. Lindelof continues to move forward, creating this compact...
You see, so there for next season, for me, guys, I think that's going to be MBEUMO holding the touchdown, and then Ahmad is going to be the guy making the in-lap, not overlap runs, the in-lap runs, right? In there, and then once Ahmad's made those runs, and MBEUMO, of course, is going to exploit those spaces left in behind by the opposition players, because the opposition players would have no choice, right, but to run with Ahmad, because they have to defend. Because if they don't run with Ahmad is still a dangerous player, bro. People forget that, like, how good this kid is, dude. Like, Ahmad Ahmad even in here or out wide causes so many problems. A lot of problems.
Triangle on the right hand side. Stepping up into this space is so important because it shortens the distance for the next pass, and that keeps the tempo high. After Ahmad makes the pass to Mazraoui, he moves even closer to Mazraoui instead of making this run, which is the run that you would expect a winger of his profile to make. And this is to suck in 3 Aston Villa players. Now, they opt to play the outball to Lindelof, but I want you to look at Dogu during all of this. Keeping maximum width. Lindelof's pass to Maguire isn't just an outball, it shifts the attack, probing new areas, and Maguire then passes it quickly to Heaven. Heaven steps forward to shorten the passing distance again. Meanwhile, that triangle of Dogu and Mount and Højlund has reformed. And then when Mount gets the ball, we see something really, really interesting, I think, because he initiates a drive inside, laying it off to Casemiro, who instantly plays it back to Heaven out wide. And again, Dogu is holding the width, and Mount provokes the space in behind Matty Cash, allowing Man United to feed the ball into these wide areas after provoking both sides of the pitch with the triangles that we saw earlier. And there's support for Mount. You can see Ahmad, Mazraoui and Dorgu now all in the box. So, for Man United to do what they've not done really this season, which is create chances, wide areas are going to be vital. And so now the tactic is established. Let's look at why they signed MBEUMO. Because I think what's confusing some people is the fact that for most of the season, MBEUMO has played as a right winger. However, the system he played in was
interchangeable, because he can play as a striker too. What's going on with you, lad? What is going on, mate? What is going on, my guy? Congrats to you. Congrats on your players. W. It's a massive W, bro. It is a massive W. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully, he does well for us, bro. I pray he does well for us, man. I pray he does well, because it kind of reminds me of like a Sadio Mane signing when Sadio Mane was at Southampton. You know what I mean?
Meaning his role differed. So it's necessary to look at both to understand why Man United want him. Because last season, MBEUMO played 34 times from the right and 7 times as a central player, central attacker. And the numbers are really interesting. As a right-sided player, he totaled 21 goal involvements from 34 matches. And as a central player, he totaled 5 goals and assists from 7 matches. Here he is centrally whilst out of possession. And you can see that his main role here is to be that pressing initiator when Odegaard steps into a central area. And once Brentford win the ball in a central area, he immediately begins to target a run into this right channel. He peels even wider when the ball arrives to him in the central third. And as per MBEUMO's style of play, he wants to cut inside and shoot using that stronger left foot. But Calafiori's positioning is preventing that by showing him onto his right foot. He knows what's coming. He's been doing his analysis. Well done, Arsenal. But MBEUMO carries the ball into the box and closes the gap on Calafiori, crucially keeping his body weight nice.
I like this goal a lot. I like this a lot, bro, because this is a very clever goal.
Neutral, allowing for quick changes of direction. And then once Calafiori kind of shows his hand and shows his balance, he breaks that by stepping inside whilst Calafiori's feet are planted to the ground. And he wastes no time in taking a shot so quickly that Calafiori can't block it. And he scores.
It's such a good goal because Raya was placing him.
He wastes no time.
Look how Raya's placing himself. He's already like shimmying to the right because he's thinking he's going to go to the far corner on his right, but he's actually done a reverse shot and got him underneath the post
so quickly that Calafiori can't block it. And he scores, catching Raya out at his near post. When he's been presented with a chance, he's been able to take the ball by the horns and finish it. And when I spoke to Thomas Frank, yep, I'll pick that up for you, it's a name drop. He did say that Ivan Toney was a huge loss, but actually a bigger loss last season was not having MBEUMO. That said, when it comes to Man United, it could be a bit of a problem, this desire to get the shot off. We'll touch on that a little bit later on. Despite starting as a right winger in this game against Brighton, MBEUMO showed excellent play through the middle, as we can see with his penetrative run. And it's his pace to get away from defenders, which is an excellent tool when making those.
Even like ball footed as well. He's comfortable using his right foot. He's primarily left-footed, but he's also comfortable in using his right foot, as you can tell there. Like, he scored numerous amount of goals last season with his right foot as well.
Direct runs. Also, this season, I think shooting with his right foot...
Oh, my days, bro. Oh, my days, fam. Oh, my days, bro. Go on,
has
lad.
Noticeably improved, and it gives him several answers instead of just one. I think before now, he'd only ever scored once with it. And now, to be fair, you'd never be able to tell with the conviction and confidence and precision of the strike. And MBEUMO at Brentford spent most of his time playing on the right, and it's going to benefit Man United. The ball is being switched here by Norgard, and look at MBEUMO's positioning, high up the pitch in a wide area. And here's a clinically underrated part of his game that no one touches on. It's his first touch. That's a little joke for you there. Smash that like button and subscribe. He always cushions it close to his body, making his next action much easier, and it allows him to burst with that second touch as well. So instantly after taking it down, he's got one thing in his mind: square up Lewis Hall. His neutral body weight once again allows him to step inside easily.
The goal.
Again.
That's the goal that I was
and even though
about.
you know
it was against Newcastle. It was against Newcastle. That is literally the goal that I was also speaking about as well.
He's going to do it. It's so hard to stop because of how quick he does it. He takes the ball away from Hall, using his body to shield it.
I thought it was against Southampton. I thought it was against Southampton, but it was against Newcastle.
Making it tough for the defender.
I think they won this game 4-3. I think they won this game 4-3.
To make a challenge. And he does the same to Joe Linton, who can't win the ball cleanly, which, I mean, that's two tenacious defenders there. And then he takes the shot early before anyone can close him down. So early that Nick Pope doesn't even make an attempt for the ball. And I was wrong about him. I thought he was very...
Yeah, this is a brilliant goal. This is a brilliant goal, by the way, with Wissa. If you guys watch the entirety of that goal, basically, he gets it from the right side. Yeah, it was the right side. He cuts in, but instead of shooting, he gives it to Wissa, and he continues making the overlap, and then Wissa plays him in. For him to hit it to the roof of the net. It was a good finish.
One-dimensional. But he now pops up in uncharacteristic areas, and in those areas, he's got a wide variety of finishing placements that allow him to be pretty clinical in goal. And if you go back and look at the goals that we've touched on here, each one...
It's different finishing. This is what I was telling you guys. Like, earlier. Like, it's different finishing. It's like side-footed goals, right-footed goals, volleys. There was one as well... I think it was against Aston Villa from last season where it was dinked over centre back, and like basically Mbeumo couldn't see the ball until the last second, and he volleyed it with his right foot. It's different sorts of goals.
Has been into different parts of the goal. He's an incredibly diverse finisher. I honestly can't believe I'm saying that, because I remember having a drunken argument with a good friend saying that he couldn't finish. I'm saying he's an incredibly diverse finisher. Football, eh? How does this skill set fit Manchester United, and how will he link up with others? Right, check this out, because the ball is with the right back, similar to where Lindelof was earlier, and this is where it all begins to make sense. A passing lane has become open, so MBEUMO moves from a wide area into a central position, and you can see that right-sided triangle being similar to what we discussed earlier. So as soon as MBEUMO receives and then turns, he looks to thread a ball in behind, targeting the space that left winger is running into. In just 3 passes, the ball ended up in the opposition's box, all from MBEUMO's awareness to find space and create for his teammates. And here you can see 3 forwards of Brentford are quite narrow, not dissimilar to how Amorim wants the starting positions to be. The ball gets knocked forward and it's contested, and what MBEUMO does here is absolutely fantastic. He spots that run and realises that run being made by Wissa, and he plays this filthy first time back heel into Vissa's path. Not only can MBEUMO score from these positions, he's able to think quickly in relation to his teammates' runs, and that bodes really, really well for the striker of Manchester United, as Amorim is going to want those penetrative runs in behind. So with MBEUMO coming into play on that right wing, what does that mean for Ahmad? Well, this is how it could look on paper. But what about the context of the game? I have to do that now. In the context of the game itself,
it's the average positions. So it's the players' average positions to where they're going to be during the 90 minutes of the match.
Expect this triangle to be really, really frequent when they're building up down the right.
Yeah, this is what I literally said about the starting lineup for Man United. Literally, if you look at this, guys, there's only just it's literally almost what the hell. I've literally let's see, who has he got? So he's got Harry Maguire, Euro, and Martinez as the centre back. But for me, I've put De Ligt and Heaven, because I like Eden Heaven. I like the look of Eden Heaven, bro. Like Eden Heaven has impressed me a lot during last season for Manchester United. He's a very composed centre back. He really doesn't panic a lot, which I like from him too. So, but the right side, for me, I think that's one, especially for Man United fans. I think that's going to be one side to look out for, because once again, like Euro, Ahmad, and MBEUMO linking up there, I think that's going to be our best area. But for the whole striker thing, it just depends on who we bring in, dude. And once again, I just hope that the striker is done right, dude. Because if we do the striker right, the front 3 that we can have would be disgusting. Would be absolutely disgusting. And we've also got Xerxes as well. Like, a lot of Man United fans do not like Xerxes. I like Xerxes because he's more tidy on the ball. He can actually link up with other players around him. And when he's linking up with Acuna and MBEUMO, I like that. I genuinely like that, bro.
With the front 5 all essentially parallel to stretch opposition defences, whilst still provoking those half spaces. And when MBEUMO is in these type of narrow positions, having Ahmad high is going to force the left back to track him, making it difficult for opponents to pick up MBEUMO. And what's a bit tasty about this for Man United fans is that it could force the centre-back to step out of their defensive line, giving MBEUMO options either to dribble further inside and take a shot, or to slip the ball into space behind for the striker to latch onto. The third option is looking for a back post run. MBEUMO has thrived.
Yeah, he's done this quite a lot as well from last season, where he's actually crossed in the ball a few times. I actually want to see which player once again had the most crosses between these man. It was like crosses, weren't it? Is it there? 1 second. I want to see actually. It was passing that I had it on. It was passing. Yeah, what's going on, Ajit, bro? What is going on, lad? What is going on, my brother? What is going on, fam? Cross accuracy. I think it's either Eze that has this, or might be Kudus. Crosses. Conversion rate, passing, log. Crossing accuracy. So yeah, it's Kudus. It's Kudus, and then it's Eberici Eze. And then it's MBEUMO. You see how close that is? You see how close that is, guys? Literally by 1%. Literally by 1% that Kudus is beating MBEUMO by.
Brentford playing this exact cross. There is a potential concern with MBEUMO, being that his numbers are unreliable. Last season, he scored a career-high 20 goals from just 12 points.
It's just the shooting. So I think what James might say is basically it's the shooting aspect for BRYAN MBEUMO, because at Brentford he was taking a lot of shots, while at Manchester United, of course, there's other players around him. Bruno takes a lot of shots. Cunha takes a lot of shots, so that might be a little bit more spread out. So he might not have a chance to score 20 league goals, right? But if he's at least assisted other players around him, for me, I don't mind that. I genuinely don't mind that.
0.3 expected goals. That is an enormous overperformance. Is that just because he's so good? Maybe. Is it because Brentford are so smart in how they set up? Maybe. But prior to those years, he scored 9 in the previous 2 seasons from XGs of 9.6 and 9.8. So, last season could be seen by some as an outlier in terms of form. The other thing that he's going to have to contend with is that Manchester United forward signings do tend to struggle. However, MBEUMO's got something in his locker. He's got a lot in his locker. It could unlock a new dimension for this Manchester United attack. Many feel there's still a striker that needs to be found. We've used data to find the perfect striker for Manchester United. Click here to find out.
Man said Wissa next. Believe it or not, I actually did mention Wissa. Believe it or not, I actually mentioned Yohan Wissa, mate. Believe it or not, I actually did mention Yohan Wissa, brother. Right, so Manchester United were in for a striker, and it is a Benjamin Sesko, but Benjamin Sesko for me might be a little bit too much money. Right. Where do we see it? There we go. So this comes from Transfer News Live, of course, by the way of a Sky Sport chef, and it says Manchester United have explored the conditions of a new deal for a number of strikers, and one to keep an eye on is Benjamin Sesko. United have tracked his development for a number of years. Listen, it's just the price tag. It is just the price tag that's going to kill us with Benjamin Sesko, because Sesko, RB Leipzig are going to request a lot of money. And I think that Man United, for us, maybe, again, like maybe Yohan Wissa, Mateta's trending. You have Ollie Watkins, who I like as well. So we'll have to wait and see about this whole striker situation to see where Manchester United do end up. Because Mateta as well, like, he could be fantastic for Man United, because he likes dropping deep and actually letting the other central attacking midfielders run beyond him. When you look what happened with last season at Crystal Palace with Eze and with Ismail Assar, so that's definitely one to keep an eye on. Right. Anything else? Or should we move on to the latest football news? I think we should move on to the latest football news, guys. No, not latest football news. Sorry, football reactions. Because that part with BRYAN MBEUMO has been done. So this one comes from J&K Academy. Shout out to J&K Academy. I love these videos because they are just absolute savages. Absolute savages, bro. These guys, the way that they just rag each other, fam. It's sick, dude. It's sick, bro. We've done multiple reactions for these ones, guys. So yeah, this is the chill part of the stream. So around what 40 minutes in. So let's get it started. And I or no. Vamos.
Ouais, la famille, c'est comment? Aujourd'hui, on est réunis pour l'édition 9-3 de la saison 2. On espère qu'il y aura des talons. Il y a Bendo avec nous. En tout cas, j'espère qu'ils vont lui proposer du bon spectacle. En tout cas, merci la zone. On est ensemble. Pow
32 joueurs, 2 passes à chacun. Tu marques, tu gagnes un point. En défense, si tu récupères le ballon, tu gagnes un point. Si ton adversaire te passe mais ne marque pas, 0 point. S'il y a match nul à l'issue des duels, c'est mort subite, ma man. Qui sera le GOAT de l'Île-de-France? La réponse tout de suite. Restez branchés. Pow.
Ouais les gars, la famille, vous avez vu, il y a du progrès. Aujourd'hui, on est avec Bendo Z qui nous a fait l'honneur de venir. Parle-nous un peu de toi, mon frérot. Qu'est-ce que tu fais en ce moment? C'est quoi tes activités?
Moi, c'est Bendo Z pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas. Je suis un rappeur, originaire du 9-5, footeux aussi. Pas mes heures perdues, hein, vraiment footeux. Et vas-y, ça me fait plaisir d'être là. Tu connais, là, on est sur des projets. On a sorti un EP le 12 là. Allez streamer les gars, donner la force. On soutient JNK à fond.
Merci.
Et ça fait vraiment plaisir, il y a du monde.
Franchement,
toutes les conditions sont réunies, c'est méchant.
J'espère que ça sera méchant.
We get you're a rapper, fam. We get you're a rapper, bro. We get you're a rapper, brother. But let's get started with the football, mate. Let's get started with the football.
Malipis aussi, le miel. Oh là là, le miel, ils aiment trop le miel. Le miel. Ah. Là, je crois qu'on va changer. Je crois que tu vas mettre tes crampons, je crois.
C'est quoi ça?
Allez, les joueurs, les gars, le rond. Ah.
Ooh, okay. Bro.
Il est méchant. T'aimes bien?
Ouais, c'est fort.
Eh les gars, regardez lui là, il a trop parlé. J'espère vraiment il est bon. Hein.
Flop pas.
La caméra.
T'as la pression. Au dos, j'ai pas l'impression.
Okay.
Il avait bien commencé, hein, mais il a flop. Attends.
Ooh, that was not nice. It's the keeper that came like this. The keeper came like that, bro. The keeper was sold massively, fam. Oh my days, bro.
Oh là là, oh my god. Je voulais stopper pourtant.
Il a fait un boulot.
Les gars, BRYAN, stop. C'est le sponsor d'aujourd'hui, les gars. C'est important. Ah. Aïe. Pourquoi t'es yon, mon bouc? Regarde son frère, il est bagnon. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Omar, wesh? On va voir. Ah. Omar, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Je te sens pas bien là, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Y'a rien du tout.
Hein?
Y'a rien du tout.
C'est ton frère, hein, c'est la famille, c'est normal, non, c'est rien. Bon, on va voir, hein. On va voir à la fin. After, hein? Là, on va passer au tour de qualification. C'était juste l'amusement, là, maintenant, on va passer aux choses sérieuses. Tu vois, faudra frapper, marquer, dribbler, être costaud. Aïe, 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 aïe. Hey.
Yeah, I just too strong.
C'est un taureau, non, 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 non. Des fois, il est énervé. Hein? Non, y'a rien. C'est la puissance que t'as senti, c'est pas ses mains. En fait, je t'explique la story, Bendo. Tu vois, lui et son frère Omar.
Ouais.
Lui, il avait fait une story sur TikTok en disant ouais, ils sont trop faibles et tout à la GNK. Là, il vient pour régler les comptes en fait, tu vois.
Okay,
et là, le truc, c'est pour ça que je le regarde en mode ah, mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Ah, ouais,
parce que c'est pas ce qui se passe là tout de suite. Là, ça joue. Non, il a pas arrêté, c'est à toi d'attaquer.
Nah, get out of here.
Bravo,
bro.
bravo, bravo, bon.
Get out of here,
Vu mon
fam.
gars, bon.
Ouais.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé, mon ref?
Non, en vrai, je suis venu en détente léger.
Ouais.
J'ai laissé faire son jeu, j'ai loupé, j'ai perdu. Hein.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ça? C'est parce que tu as laissé faire son jeu?
Ouais, en vrai. Il a même pas dribblé une fois, on poussé dans le dos.
C'était juste quand même, c'est
Ouais.
pétard, mais bien joué, mon frère. De toute façon,
Vas-y.
je sais que t'es un bon joueur. Moi.
Vas-y.
Ensemble, yes. Amine! La taria touch! La taria! Ah!
Ami.
Ouais, mais là, tu dis penalty ou?
Je pense qu'il avait perdu le ballon déjà. Moi, j'aurais dit à refaire.
Non, à refaire.
Okay. Good goal.
Ah,
Second
frérot,
chance.
c'est mieux qu'un penalty, ça.
Alors lui, là, il est rempli de surprises. Hein.
Ouais.
Il peut nous choquer.
Il a mis une paire de running.
This is Pogba, you know. This man says Pogba,
Il a
fam.
tout whipping. Aïe. Ouais, il est bon, Pogba.
Il est bon, la pièce.
He's good. He's alright. He's no Paul Pogba, though.
Il me fait quoi là? C'est quoi ces dribbles inventés là? T'es un ouf toi?
En fait, c'est quoi? Dans ma tête, j'hésite à ce que je vais faire. C'est ça le truc.
Ah, ça doit être ça. Malcolm, t'es obligé. Il est pas là pour rigoler, mon
Is that
gars.
Neymar?
Hein? C'est pas là pour rigoler, hein?
Is that meant to be Neymar?
T'es concentré? Dernier passage pour Malcolm. Qui marque quoi?
No.
Malcolm, check.
No, mate.
Ça fait longtemps que t'as pas vu dans les caméras. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé tout ce temps? Pourquoi t'étais pas là?
J'étais blessé.
T'étais blessé? Là tu reviens de blessure?
Ouais.
C'est pour ça que c'est pas passé?
Non, rien à voir, wesh. Juste que j'ai pas réussi, wesh. Fin.
Ouais, ça arrive. Bon. Malcolm, c'est pas passé. Vous l'avez voulu dans les commentaires, il est là. Il a pas fait grand chose. C'est dommage. Le Mel, c'est devenu quelqu'un, lui met des caméras. Oh, c'est mon gars, lui. Combien de fois je vais le répéter?
Let's see Lemeo, bro. Oh, he tried him.
Il a rien fait, hein.
He tried him. Doing a little bit too much. Oh, okay.
Il y a de la finition, il y a des bails de Lewandowski aujourd'hui.
Il a perdu,
Elle a perdu. Voilà. Il y a les réseaux et il y a le terrain. C'est pas la même chose. Ya c'est dangereux aussi. Tu joues au Muro? Ouais. C'est quoi, c'est les Muros ça?
Non, j'ai fait un test là.
Ah. Tu te ressembles à un étranger hein?
Super joueur.
Ouais, moi j'aime bien. J'aime bien. Oh! Quand tu veux. Oh!
Ok, on est prêt là.
Tranquille, léger hein.
Moi je voulais plonger et tirer au milieu.
Aïe, 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 aïe.
Ouais, Lamine Yamal. Non, Lamine Yamal. Ah, Lamine j'ai mal. Ouais, je... Ah! Je t'ai dit, c'est Lamine, j'ai mal. Là, je vous explique comment ça se passe là. On va choisir des joueurs. Là, il y a comme c'est les 16e, on va choisir 8 joueurs de chacun. Toi, tu auras 8 joueurs à choisir, moi j'aurai 8 joueurs à choisir. Et ils vont tous venir de ton côté, hein. Comme ça on va se faire une petite bataille pendant le 1v1. C'est bon?
Vas-y, OP.
Bon, je sais pas si vous avez vu un petit peu. Ça, c'est ces joueurs. Regarde, je peux filmer un petit peu. Ça, c'est les joueurs à Bendo. Et nous, ceux qui vont gagner, on est là. Okay. Il n'y a que des têtes de gagnants. Aïe, 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 aïe. Bendo! C'est pour nous la victoire, les gars.
C'est un gaucher, tu sais déjà de toute façon.
Ça va lui donner des conseils. Mon gars, éteins-le. Qu'il a pas mise. Hein. Ça se passe. Eh ouais. Nous, c'est que la victoire. L'efficacité, c'est important. Dehors! T'envoies quel joueur?
Vas-y, après t'envoies, après j'enverrai.
I think we'll move on from that one.
Why is that funny?
Bring this one down.
Why is that funny? Do I look like I eat fried food?
Well, I didn't want to say it.
But I saw some of the things you've worn and I wouldn't
that
write
was in
yourself.
the past.
yourself, mate.
Oh,
You are so stupid. You're so stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world's largest boot room Pro Direct. Today is an exciting episode of Teammates with Bruno Goodmayrish, Anthony Gordon, Angry Ginge, and myself. Now, Ginge is going to explain how it works, so please, go ahead.
It's very simple. Danny's going to ask the questions with the questions I wrote down on the card. Anthony and Bruno will be giving their opinion on who is, why, and I'm just going to sit here and talk absolute rubbish.
Teammates or direct?
First question. I want you to be honest about this. Who's got the best car? Vehicle.
Best car.
The best car? Newcastle team? Isak? Maybe Isak? I don't know, you know. I don't know.
Okay. I saw a few coming in, so
Yeah.
some players did very well for themselves, put it that way.
You have to think here. That's outrageous. It is? That's outrageous. It's the truth. That's outrageous.
Okay, I don't know what you got.
Okay,
3,
please reveal
2,
your answers.
1. Gordon. What car have you got?
A Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
STO.
He's all right for stuff.
Good.
What car have you got?
Me and Mercedes, the big one. CL3, I think.
Yeah, GT's nice
It's good as well.
Ginge, what car have you got? sorry.
I'm humble, I still get the bus.
He's a liar. That's what he is. How'd you get here?
What, actually?
He is a liar.
Ronnie.
Next question.
Okay, who gets fined the most?
What? Easy.
Find.
Yeah.
Joe Linton.
Who pays the late the most?
Has to be Joe Linton.
That's pretty most.
That's not even a question. Straight away.
Yeah.
Not even.
So I take it this person's fined all the time.
Oh,
Is
it's
it
like
Go on.
he does it on purpose.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's just on that much. You don't even.
He's
care.
always there.
Do you know what I mean? Well, I'd love to know who it is now. 3, 2, 1.
Joe Willock.
Joe Willock.
Wow.
He's
Easy, yeah. He's
What, just everything? Everything. He's just
Always,
late
yeah.
for stuff that
You shouldn't be late
he
for.
shouldn't be there. Yeah.
Exactly, but he's always late.
It's just who he is.
Next question.
This
Danny.
one's a techie one, fellas. Okay. Who's the hitman's worst nightmare? So you know, like, what's a hitman? Someone.
Hitman.
Oh,
You are so stupid. He's so stupid.
All right, fellas. Next question. Next question.
What did he go?
All right, please verify that's a H. That's a H.
Could be a K.
That's a
Yeah,
H.
could be a K, but it's a H.
Please verify.
Could be a K. That is what we're looking at.
Wow.
Who's the hitman's worst nightmare?
I mean, did you write that question?
Hitman.
Yeah.
Please, that says Hitman, and you know it. You know it.
I will be on your side, bro. You're right.
You know
I don't think anyone's getting away from Hitman.
Set me up.
Yeah, no worries.
I meant Kitman, not Hitman. Kitman.
Who's the Kitman's worst nightmare?
So I assume that's more people who are like, don't just whack the socks
like
out.
throw their shirt around, leaves rubbish everywhere.
So, yeah. Not the tidiest. I think you're quite tidy, Bruno, if I'm honest. 3, 2, 1.
Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah,
Isaac, yeah. His place is a mess. No, be honest. Yeah.
Is it just, oh yeah, fair.
complete disgrace.
Yeah.
Does he tidy it or does he get my
Isaac.
dirt?
Neither, it's just constantly mess. And
Yeah.
probably there's just like 20 pairs of boots.
Exactly.
Unused.
Next question, Danny.
I'm excited for this one.
Okay.
We will know, but no, we won't. Anyway.
Just ask the question,
So,
please.
yeah, I'll just do the video. Yeah. All right, but you'll know what I mean. Most likely to pay for dinner.
Okay, yeah.
Most likely to pay for dinner. It's a guy's night out. You're going Nando's. Yeah.
Dan Burn? Dan Burn, maybe? That's what I can think of. Who else is there? Who else is there, bro? Let's see.
Who's
How
paying?
often do you ever go to McDonald's? Ever?
Never.
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 Fried foods, no good for
Oh,
you.
No, I agree.
give
I don't touch
over.
him. I don't touch him. Why is that funny? Why is that funny? Do I look like I eat fried food?
Well, I didn't want to say it. Oh. No, I'm joking.
Bruno.
Yeah.
No, we actually got told off
Me,
our bands
me,
earlier.
me.
You older lads are dinner.
Yeah. It's coming next week.
Next week, where you
Next
taking
week.
them?
No, go to the training, to the stadium, the rooftop, just show the staff, and I have to pay to them and go with
Okay,
them.
nice.
So we're gonna do something together, yeah.
Nice, I like that.
El Capitan.
Okay. Who's the longest in the shower?
Now,
Now, you can interpret that how you will.
Bro, I'm not checking who is longest in the shower.
Longest in the shower. That's what it says.
Yeah, why are they the longest? That's the question.
You can interpret how you want, fellas. Who takes the longest in the shower?
Oh, that's a good question, huh?
I reckon we'll take the longest.
Wow, I have no idea.
I reckon Dan Burn because you get stuck in.
Lot of
Nah,
surface
Dan Burn
area to
He's
cover.
also
He's got a lot of body to carry.
Lots of body.
No.
I'm not answering this.
I've gone for
no.
someone who's just extremely slow.
Dan Burn.
Could also be Dan Burn. Next, 3,
Send him
2,
that clip.
1. You got Callum Wilson.
Carl Wilson, yeah.
Sula.
Ozula.
I gone Will because he's a very laid back guy.
Just a
Sure.
chill
He's
guy.
just a
guy.
slow in
Yeah,
everything he does.
okay.
No, I think Carl is
Also
gets
very
yeah sometimes there, but I'm not sure. This is a difficult question.
Not awesome.
You don't know what they're doing when they're in there. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Who has the worst attitude after a loss?
Who sulks the most?
Yeah. Who gets angry?
I can see you get a bit angry.
think-
Yeah, you definitely.
got
Yeah.
it. Me,
Yes.
but I'll put someone.
Okay, but you get angry as well.
Yeah, well,
No,
The right
You can put
mentality.
yourself.
Someone is worse than me.
How angry does the manager get?
a lot.
Angry.
Very angry.
Yeah.
Very angry.
3, 2, 1.
Joe Linton.
Joe
Wellington.
Yeah, Joe
He
Wellington.
can
I
get
swear I
angry.
said that.
Yeah, you
Who's
said.
I said Joe Linton was like, no.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Harvey Barnes, you
No,
said, no,
Joe,
no,
yeah,
no,
angry,
no,
yeah.
not him, he's
Ah,
fine.
Joey.
Throw stuff, or is it just more? Yeah, just absolutely
Joe.
fuming.
He gets angry even when we're winning.
Yeah. No, Joe Wellington looks like 40 years old, bro.
He likes to win. Put it
Yeah,
that way.
Yeah.
fair enough.
This one's outrageous.
Even like in the training.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
there,
you
he'll-
know,
he'll
when he
listen.
lost in the training, he wanna, bro, calm down,
He
training,
wants to fight with
relax,
coach, do the rest of
yeah.
Who's the best dressed?
Best dress.
Subjective.
I can say what I like the most, not necessarily the
Keep
best.
ourselves
What do
out
you
this.
think? What do you
If you
think?
got back, you tell me about yourself. But
It's a bit
I saw
cringe.
some of the things you've worn.
No,
I was
that
like
was in
yourself. Yourself, mate. I'll be honest with you.
that was in the past. Let's leave that
Right,
there.
okay.
Let me
We
see.
can put ourselves.
No,
Okay, I won't put yourself,
You
'cause
can't, because it's still there in my head,
Yeah.
mate. You know what I mean? I'll have to scroll
Best
past that.
dressed. Our team dressed
Okay,
quite
yeah.
bad, I'm not going to lie.
Really? I reckon Dan Burn's got lovely clothes.
Do you?
Dan Burn, I know he's got lovely clubber.
Who else?
Dan
Joe
Burn?
Willis.
Nah, he doesn't.
Number one.
He's got old
Nothing
man-
fit
old man
him, man.
colour. Yeah.
Nothing fit
He's
number
that
one.
big, he's shopping at Giacomo.
No one really dresses well.
Or too small or too big.
Yeah, exactly.
Never
You
even
ready?
decide.
3, 2, 1.
Outrageous.
Mate, he's gone for it.
Yeah, he has some balls to say it. Huh?
Right, so what would you say he's changed in your sort of fashion
Oh,
now?
so much. So much. I'm a lot more mature now.
A lot more mature.
classy.
No, God
How old
is
was you when you
doing
were
well.
wearing? How old was you?
Degrees.
Yeah, he's doing
So
well.
when you're talking about the pants, right?
I did a lot of questionable things, mate.
About the boys, yeah, what's for you?
That was a brand deal.
Okay, I was 20
Yeah.
at this age.
Too young,
Very
yeah.
immature.
How old are you now? 24?
23.
23, okay.
So 3 years of.
Yeah.
3 years changes everything.
Yeah, he can learn.
I just been to LA.
Well, his
First
vein-
season in the Prem, I was excited.
His veins good as well.
Let me off.
Yeah, fair enough. That's Sven. His
Sven's
trim
not
when he turned
bad,
up today,
yeah.
I was like, that's been done recently.
Sven?
Yeah,
His veins, his veins good.
Okay, again, this one's a bit subjective, but you're not allowed to put yourself.
Okay.
The best music taste. Who listens to the best music? I don't know what you're thinking about.
No, because I
I cannot put my
You
like
can't put yourself.
Brazilian.
No, you can't put yourself.
Because you and Joe is the same.
Yeah, I'll not put Joel.
What is the vibe in the changing rooms? Like, what's the normal go-to music?
I have a mix now.
We have like a mix.
Yeah.
Everyone puts in songs like that.
Me and Jacob Murphy.
Yeah, okay.
Put songs in.
Yeah, okay, understandable. What
Jacob
do you go
Murphy's
for?
a good shout
What
too.
We have to
music?
cater to
Yeah,
obviously
of course,
Brazilians.
you
Yeah,
do.
Jacob Murphy's
We
a
have
big
You've got a lot of
shout.
nationalities, to be fair, so you've got
Yeah.
to cater to a lot of them.
House music. There's a lot.
Is it Taylor Swift in
Country music, no.
Wow.
I don't mind a bit of Taylor Swift. I don't mind it.
Why is it not in there then? We're never getting back together, stuff like that.
For a game.
Yeah, mate.
Really?
Trust me. I've had some man of
maybe.
the match performances and I've had that.
I'll put
Unbelievable. Do you know what else is good as well?
What?
Skyfall.
What's that? Sing it.
Oh, Adele. Yeah.
Adele. Yeah.
Skyfall. Where
Let
the
it
crumble.
It's a great tune.
Yeah.
never heard
Great, great.
Honestly,
great,
before a game, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that
but
you enjoy
definitely
it
not,
live.
man. No, you cannot hear this
You
before
can't.
game.
I don't know
Has to
because
be
it's too relaxing. Skyfall before a game is way too relaxing, bro. It needs some like fast-paced music.
3, 2, 1. Isaac.
For me,
Dan
Isaac, because I think it played Germany, Spain, now here.
Good culture.
Yeah.
Good culture, you
Please
know.
tell me
so-
what Dan Byrne plays.
Dan Byrne.
So interested.
He strikes me as what they call it's like the Catfish Boys or something like that. What they call
Like techno.
no, don't know.
Okay.
No,
He's a-
you've done enough today. We'll just leave it.
Dan Byrne is like a countryman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Pet Shop Boys. That's what I was on about.
Shot
Yeah.
Next
Right, the
question.
last one, ladies and gentlemen. Probably a very obvious answer, but who fancies themselves the most? Who loves themselves the most?
Ooh, okay. Who spends more time in the mirror getting
Yeah.
ready? Is there anyone who goes over the top for match days and making sure they look amazing?
Yeah.
It's not so much
Only.
in the mirror, but if you're talking about who loves themselves,
Yeah.
this is not a question.
Okay,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Callum Wilson.
Fabian Schär.
Oh, Harvey Barnes said the
yeah.
same thing.
Not a bad show.
Yeah.
Callum Wilson, surprisingly.
Harvey said Carl.
Yeah,
Harvey
Seto.
said- No, Harvey
Harvey
said
said
Shah.
Schär.
Why does Callum Wilson say, you try to call him a scruff?
No,
No, no, but
yeah, but no, he loves himself a lot as well.
Yeah, both of them.
Carl, but I think Fabian is.
Fabi's got to be. He's got
Yeah.
to
The thing is with Fabian, how old is he now? He's getting on a bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he
Right,
won't look
and he
it.
just looks the part.
He looks
He
great.
just looks the part. He's brilliant.
No,
I've got a
Fabian.
bonus question. Right, it's nothing to do with teammates. I'm just curious. What team do you love scoring against the most?
Oh, this is gonna.
A stir in the pot.
I'm just curious.
Has to be England team or not?
No, any team.
Yeah.
Any team.
Be careful.
If these men say Man United, bro, they've got issues, bro.
Yeah, this is.
You might as well put a question back here.
Great answer.
Yeah, you want to
Great
back over
answer.
that.
The good answer was causing trouble. I think.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Let's see.
They're gonna say Arsenal or Man United.
As long as you don't write Man United, that's all right.
Yeah, it would be nice, huh?
No.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Real Madrid.
Oh.
Liverpool.
Great answers.
Madrid. No, is that my Ud?
Have you scored against Madrid?
Ah, no. Yeah, okay. I
No,
thought
what team-
which team I would like to score
Oh,
against.
okay, no. What team do you love scoring against?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yes.
I like
Great
that. I like
answer.
that.
You it, bro.
Great
Yeah,
answer.
You it.
Yeah,
I knew it. Straight away, I was like Arsenal.
And to be
100%.
honest, even we put a few past Arsenal, so I don't mind that.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was teammates with these two lovely gentlemen.
All right. Guys, I'm going to have to end it there, bro. I'm going to have to end the stream there. My arm is absolutely killing me. I don't know why. Like, my left arm is absolutely killing me, bro. I've been in pain like, with my arm. I don't know why my left arm's absolutely killing me, fam. But I'm going to have to stop it there certain now again. But thank you for the people that have tuned into the stream. There's going to be a stream tomorrow. Pro clubs tomorrow as well. Pro clubs. The Cars FC is back. I'll message the guys in the Jeep. If you're watching this, bro, pro clubs tomorrow, lad. Pro clubs tomorrow. Later on around like 7 p.m. 6 p.m. UK time. So if you're knocking around, you're not asleep, fam. We need you, fam. We need casting, fam. So yeah, pro clubs, chill stream, guys, as usual. But yeah, I started to